I'm recording you.
Huh?
You're being recorded.
That's a no.
To be determined. Is there wine on this trip? What's your drink of 2019 going to be at the campground?
Beer? I don't know yet. Scotch?
Scotch.
Whiskey?
Whiskey. Can't do whiskey. Can't do corn.
Should be coffee.
Ooh, fancy coffee. We should. Well, we have to figure out our camp. We need a camper. Our camper is broken. Should we talk about our broken camper?
Did the guy call you with the estimate?
So our camper is broken. Our camper got hit by a tree. I drank a lot of wine. My camper got hit by a tree. Should we talk about that? Are we in focus? I'm gonna see if we're in focus. Oh wait, it's gonna change the focus when I come up. That'll really bother me if it's not in focus. Okay, I know we can't hear. I know we need a microphone. But anyway, so we want to talk about our camper? We were going to talk about a camping trip, but we're going to talk about our camper getting hit by a tree.
Okay.
So, a tree fell on our camper. In our driveway at our house. I walked out. I was going to get my kids from the bus stop. I opened the door. I walk out. Our driveway is... So I'm walking out the door. We have our cars right there. And the camper's right there. Tree. Boom. Cracks. I hear a crack. So loud. I don't know what to do. And like, do I run? Do I look? And then, boom! On our fifth wheel.
Yeah.
I yelled really loud for you.
Yeah, I heard it.
I didn't know what to say. I'm like, get outside! Screaming. So anyway, so we didn't know what to do. I basically texted like my dad. I had like a group text going with my family already, and I'm like, "There's a tree on our camper, help!" And they all live local, so my dad is friends with everybody. So within 30 minutes, he had a tree company here.
Yeah, but the guy didn't want to do nothing.
No.
And then my neighbor wanted to whip out. 65 years old, wanted to rip out his claws.
Neighbors in the world, like. They're like, you dream of like, you're gonna live in this house.
-7 degrees out.
Our neighbors are amazing.
Came over with no gloves. He's like, I'll get my saws.
He's wearing his hand to hat. I made him though, so it's pretty good. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna, we're gonna get this tree up. And I'm like, oh my, there's a tree on our camper. So our fifth wheel is covered we have an AGCO cover on it. So we couldn't really tell what was going on, only that an entire tree broke about 10 feet up and crashed on our fifth wheel and just was on our fifth wheel like a teeter-totter, like. So I'm like, what do we do? Do we call insurance? Do we call our homeowner's insurance? Like what do you do? So, yeah, and they were all out there ready to start cutting the thing down. And I'm like, no, you're all going to get hurt. Like, horrible. So anyway, I call our insurance company because we have our homeowner's insurance. With the company set up, we have progressive insurance for our RV. So we have our own insurance for the RV, and then we have insurance for our vehicles, and then we have our homeowner's insurance. So and all three we had arranged through this one company. So I call them up and I say, what do we do? Is this, well, we don't really know. And they was like 4:30, like, we'll call you back. So a few more phone calls, they call back, we're gonna do it under the RV insurance. So the RV insurance, so here's your claim number, they got us all set up. And within the next, because the tree was still on there.
Tree was still on there.
So the first tree company comes, and they're like, you already said this.
Yeah, he wouldn't touch it. He said he does not have a crane, you need a crane.
It's a big tree.
To get it off. And then he ran.
He was gone.
Yeah, it was too cold, I think.
It was cold. It was like during that Arctic, what was it?
They call it
blast?
Arctic blast.
Whatever it was.
Winter.
Super cold, so all the trees, they had given everybody off, so they weren't supposed to be working because of the cold. They were like, oh, we'll take off. This time of year, nothing was really going on. This is February. January.
A couple weeks ago.
It's January. So, January, New Jersey. It's cold. So then our friend comes over, and he gets up on there, and he's looking around. He's like, well, I got a friend with a crane. He'll come over, and we'll take a look at it. He'll come see, and then, I'll I'll rig it and we'll get it off with this crane. Okay, it's going to save us a lot of money because who knows how much this is going to cost. So, yeah. Guy comes over with the crane.
So he came over. No, he came over the next morning.
The crane company.
Crane company. And
they're like,
he could do it easily, but he said you're gonna need a tree guy anyway. So
yeah.
Get a tree company with a crane.
It was an entire tree. So he's like, he couldn't lift it, and it would need to be lifted and cut and moved. So, so he came, but he just had a tree fall in his RV. So he gave us the name of an RV repair guy. So that was great. So I called him up, and we called another tree company that has a crane. And so as soon as the one crane guy left, the other guy tree company came up because he's like, we had off today. I gave all the guys off because it's like negative whatever degrees out. So he takes a look at it, and he's like, yep, here's a quote. I can take it off. So thank goodness. So the tree company came, and I had to work that day at a photo shoot, so I couldn't be here, but I came home, tree was off the camper, it's all chopped up, we have firewood, and I'm going to burn that wood like there's no tomorrow.
Well, we chopped it up.
What? Well, we got the firewood down. So anyway, I'm going to burn it at the campground, that's for sure, if we can ever camp again. So what happened was, so we didn't go in the camper until insurance came, and also there was a tree on top of it, and the tree was going to collapse on us. So it took a few days, and then the repair guy came and said we can't do anything because it's too cold. If I put tape or anything down, it's not going to stick.
Yeah, no precipitation.
And there was no rain.
Okay.
And like our camper was squished. So, like what's going to happen? Whatever. So then, Progressive shows up, and the RV repair guy on the same exact day. They came together, looked at everything, reviewed everything, and they've been absolutely wonderful. Although they haven't given us a quote yet, but it sounds like most everything's going to be covered. At first we thought, well, it should be totaled. I mean, it's been, in an accident. We don't want to have to deal with this. Like, it's going to have never any problems and all these things. But the way it's sounding, because it's a new unit, it's a 2018 unit, and it's 2019, the value of it's so high that I don't think the cost of the repairs I don't think they're going to total it. So, sounds like they're going to repair it, but the lessons we've learned so far is when a tree falls on your camper, call your insurance, have RV insurance, get the insurance just for your RV that will cover damages to the RV. What was it?
Also, it's going to cover the
tree removal.
Getting the tree removal. So
yeah.
The crane, which was really expensive.
Yeah, that was expensive.
Insurance is going to cover that. So they had to lift it up, and I don't know what they did. Cut it up. I wasn't
here. We weren't here. So when they came, so what happens with Progressive, they will pay for the tree. If you were in a campground and a tree fell on your camper, they will pay for the removal of the tree or the limb, whatever is on the camper. So if part of the tree fell on the ground, or part of it fell on a fence, or part of whatever on your car, for the RV insurance, they only cover the removal of the actual, what portion of the tree is on the RV. We had the 100% of the tree was on the RV. So in one way we lucked out that it was completely covered. They don't cover removal of the wood. Like, they'll pay for them to take it off, but not to remove it. And that's why we have a massive pile of wood in our backyard that we were going to burn. And then we have a wood burning fireplace, so we'll keep this warm. Can you see it? Am I blocking it? But so that was an important lesson. So if you're in a campground and you have a tree fall on it, if you like we said, our buddies, our neighbors were all willing to come help and get it off. But if you have RV insurance, they hopefully should cover removing it. So don't get hurt. Enjoy. Go have a beer. Go to the pool. Wait for the people to show up. Hopefully it's in the summer and they can seal it so there's not water damage.
If it was like maybe 40 degrees out or 50 degrees out, I would have probably said to my neighbor who wanted to come over to the saws, all right, let's try it.
Yeah.
But it was too cold.
It was freezing. It was freezing.
But it worked out better just because it's covered.
We just waited. Yeah, we waited. So the cover was destroyed. Our master bed, so what we've had wrong with it is it fell over our bedroom is in the front of our camper, in the fifth wheel. So you walk up the stairs, and then we have our bedroom up there, and we have a second air conditioner unit on it. So the entire tree fell on the air conditioner and basically squished the entire roof down into the bedroom. So, but the walls aren't damaged. It just, the whole air conditioner came, like that took the brunt of the hit, and so it pushed the entire ceiling down. All of our slides are working. All of the lights, everything in there is working. The back jacks, the feet, because of the jam, they got bent, so they're gonna be replacing them.
Yeah.
Our back air conditioner got broken, so they're gonna have to replace that. The awning got bent, so they have to replace that.
They say the axle's fine, but they'll look at everything once they get in the shop. In the front landing gear. They got jammed up.
Yeah, so that's another thing that happens.
They gotta look at that.
The repair shops are really, really well with the insurance companies because they understand it's not like a car. You can't just like put it on a tow truck and like pull it in and look at it. So in our case, our unit has to, when they repair it, they're gonna have to bring it inside because they're gonna have to take the whole roof off. So hopefully, weather permitting, next week we'll have our unit at the repair shop, and so it will be worked on inside. They just have to wait to get rid of what's in there to take it out. So once we get it there and it's in there, and they start uncovering things, if they find wiring was damaged, if they find the axles were damaged, any of that all goes right back to the insurance or our insurance adjuster.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. And at that point, if it needs to be totaled, they will total it. So they work really well together, which it's very different than an auto one, because an auto one you can basically look at, they'll take it into the garage and they'll check it out and, they can figure it out. But an RV is a little bit different.
I'm reading up that a lot of people will only insure it while it's, I guess, because it's attached to the truck while you're pulling it.
Yeah.
That would not have covered what happened here. Just separated from the truck in the driveway. Cover on it.
Yeah.
So
it was totally worth
you gotta look into what types of insurance and what it actually covers.
Yeah, because people don't want RV
we would
insurance.
have been if we just had the truck insurance.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been covered.
No. So when we originally got this insurance, we bought our rig. It's a $40,000 rig, and I was like, we have 4 slides on it, and my biggest concern was we're going to be in a campground and we're not going to get one of our slides in, or we're not going to be able to leave, so we got the insurance, so we knew, well, that was the extended warranty, but then also the insurance, if anything happened at the campground, we could have someone come service it. It's a big unit, and it's not something that you can just, just take to the repair shop and fit in. So we knew if we were on the road, we had a problem, have the insurance just on the RV, so we could have someone come service us out in the field if we're at a campground. Totally worth it. So our unit, 2018, new fifth wheel, for a year policy is, I think it was $364. So that may have been the best money that we've spent, because I know we have a lot of damage on that sucker. So I highly recommend getting RV insurance. And Progressive has been amazing, and the RV repair service, people we've talked to are just like, you're so lucky to have Progressive, because they do it right. They repair it right. So we're recommending them, but we might come back and change our mind.
Yeah,
after we get that. The jury's out on that one. But so far so good. So they came to us, RV repair people came to do a quote. At the same time, the insurance adjuster came, looked at everything, photographed everything. We had photographed everything before he got here, before the tree people came. So just take tons and tons and tons of pictures. Don't go on. You went on your Facebook groups and were writing things, and everybody's giving advice and all that. And I'm just like, we just have to wait for insurance.
I wasn't asking for advice. But
I know, but you can go. But that's what's good about the online groups, is that you can hear people's experiences, and it just kind of gives you
a lot of horror.
Yeah.
A lot of horror stories.
Yeah. So we're here to share our horror story with you, so you don't have one.
Well, it might not be. We might be okay.
Yeah. And then I went online. I went on YouTube, and I'm searching like a tree fell in my camper or insurance claims, and there weren't many videos to help. it was more people who had theirs totaled and they were driving away, and I'm like, oh, that's so sad. Like, no. So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be totaled.
Well, yeah.
We're ready for either or. We should get the phone call today. But in one way, you want it to be totaled, but in the other way, I don't know if we can get the same unit.
Yeah, if it's totaled out and they give us X amount of money and we want the same unit, we don't know how much with the gap.
Yeah, from
So
what we
we
paid for it, and now
be
they're more
paying more.
expensive. But we love our fifth wheel.
Yeah, we don't want another unit.
No.
We want the same.
We'll get the
unit.
same one. You were like, why didn't the tree fall on my truck?
Then I would have gotten a nice dually.
Yeah, we don't want a new camper. Yeah,
But
you
my
want a
truck's
dually. Your truck is great. Alright, well that was our story. We'll be back later with another campground.